this is V again. Welcome back to my channel. Tonight you're gonna cook with me. I'm getting ready to make a seafood crab boil, and in this crab boil it's going to include snow crab, shrimp, potatoes, sausage, eggs, and corn. I'm gonna make two different sauces. The sauces is going to be a garlic butter sauce, number one. Number two is going to be a Cajun garlic butter sauce, number two. So the first thing that I've already started is I got my big crab pot right here. I have the water boiling. It takes time sometimes for it to start boiling and getting that water up and boiling. So I got that started. I have not put anything in there yet because I wanted you to join me in this crab boil that I am making for the first time on my channel. So while that is boiling, I want to show you that I have a couple of clusters of snow crabs right here, ready and clean and ready to go. Hope you can see that. See how? So let me actually pick one up, because for those who don't know how, oh, this is a big one. Look kind of like a king today. When I went to go pick these crabs up, I mean, I felt like in love, because I was like, yes, look at that thing right there. Whew. It's huge. So anyways, the whole point, it may be dripping a little water because I just finished cleaning them. And I want to show you how I clean my snow crabs. A lot of people just get them and they throw them in the pot. Well, not me. What I do is I clean all the green stuff out of this area of the snow crab. And then also I turn the snow crab over and I clean all the stuff off with a spoon. You just get a spoon and you clean off all the little muck or whatever you can call it, little specks of dirt or whatever be on the snow crab. I do not recommend you to cook snow crabs without cleaning them first. So you just clean that, wash it with some nice lukewarm water, and also just run it under the water as you scrape it with the spoon. Sometimes you find some stuff on the front, and then sometimes you find some stuff on the back. You just scrape it, and then from there you're good. So I've already done all of that with all my snow crab clusters, and then those are gonna go in last. The first thing that I'm gonna put into my pot is going to be my eggs. So my eggs here, I have 12 eggs because I have a big family. And so I have 12 eggs here, and I'm going to go ahead and put them at the very bottom of the pot, because as you can see, I don't know if you can see it, my steam is starting to come on up, so it's ready for the eggs to go in. Well, actually all of the stuff is going to go in the bottom. So it's going to be my eggs first. And sometimes I like to use matter of fact, let me do it this way so I don't have to put my hand. So I have one that just sit, this little thing that sit down there. So instead of me putting my hand in that hot water, I'm going to just sit it down in there, holding it up like this. Hopefully you can see that. So I'm going to add these in there. So, and all my kids love to eat eggs. You don't have to add the eggs to the crab boil if you don't want to. But my family like to eat the crab boil with eggs included in it. And so, and then you just sit it right back down. So I just add the eggs because we like eating the boiled eggs in our crab boil. Another thing is this. Tonight I am adding white potatoes and baby red potatoes. And I got the mini ones because they get soft quicker, and then the kids can just grab it. They ain't got to worry about cutting a big potato or whatever. So I got half and half of that. I have some red and some white, so I'm going to add those in the bottom of the pot. And I prepped all of my stuff already. Actually, I have a little helper. My baby girl, she comes and help me prep my food, even if I'm not making a video, because that's what she enjoys doing, and I enjoy when she comes in to help. But now she got to get back to her sister on the phone. You know how them kids get on the phone. But anyways, so from there, I'm going to go ahead and add my corn. So I have 12 pieces of corn here. Nice little size corn. I'm just going to add that in the bottom of my pot also. And I'll show you how much water I kind of got in here. I have it about right here. I just took the faucet water and filled it up about right here. If you can see that, about that way, not halfway or anything, because I just want to steam the crab. I don't want to really get that water all into my snow crabs, but I do want to have enough water in there so that my eggs, my corn, my sausage, and my potatoes will cook, but not over do it with the water. So when I add my crabs in there, it won't get so full of water, because like I said, when you're cleaning them, is already water coming off and running off of them, so you don't want to add no more water to that. Okay, so now the next thing I'm going to add is my sausage. So here, I don't know where you're from, but where I'm from, they have sausage that's called Uncle John's sausage. So I had my helper cut the sausage in little pieces so that they'll be able to enjoy the sausage in little bite sizes. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in there. And you can get hot, you can get mild, whatever, if you like them sausage spicy, and you can get any sausage you want, but this is our favorite kind. So now that's all the stuff that I'm going to add at the bottom of my crab boil pot. So I'm going to let that cook for a little while. But I'm going to have a seasoning that I'm going to add in there. But I'm going to let this cook for a little while by itself before I add my snow crabs, because it doesn't take that long for the snow crabs to cook, because you're basically just steaming them. So it doesn't take that long. You just really want this stuff to start cooking so the eggs can cook, the sausage, the potatoes, and everything like that. So I'm going to go ahead and put my lid on there for a couple of minutes, and then we'll move on to making one of the sauces. So we're going to start with one of the sauces. And I actually want to kind of wash some of these dishes. I know in my last video I kind of waited around because that was my first video. Let me turn you this way. That was my first video, and I kind of waited around to wash my dishes, and I don't like that. I like to clean as I go. But I really was wanting to get that video done so that I can share with you all. So in that video that I'm talking about, it was a seafood lasagna. So I will be able to have that video, or you can check that video out on my channel, because I'm still learning, so I may not know how to actually put the links down in there yet, but maybe, because I got kids that love technology, and so they may be able to help me. But if not, you could just go to the channel and you can find the seafood lasagna video, which actually came out really good, and every time I make it, it can come out good anyway. You know, so that is that. But I don't want to do what I did last time and kind of wait around with washing dishes. So that is that. Okay, so now we're going to move on to making the butters. So the first one is a simple one, and I'm going to go ahead and make the garlic butter sauce, which is basic, really simple to do, and it doesn't take much. So I'm going to turn you guys over this way so that you can join me over here. You still there? All right, so let me find my rag really quick to dry my hands. Okay, so what we do here, I have a frying pan here, and then I just turn it on high. I started off on high. I basically kind of start all my stuff off on high because I normally really don't leave the kitchen too much when I'm cooking. A lot of people like to walk away from their pots. I'm the type of person, I kind of hang around in the kitchen while I'm cooking. I've just always been like that. I don't try to walk away too much when my food is cooking. I like to get it done and prepare it and everything like that. So, anyways, I turned my pot on high, my pan on high. I'm going to start off with some butter. You can get any butter you want. Hopefully you can see that. All right, there it is. You can get any butter you would like to get, but make sure that it's salted butter. They have the unsalted, they have the salted, you know, but make sure that it's a salted butter. You want to have that good flavor when you're making this garlic butter sauce. So what I'm going to do, because I have a big family, I'm going to take 2 sticks of this butter. I'm going to go ahead and open that butter up. I'm going to open that butter up, and I'm going to just let them sit right down in that pan and melt. Just like that. Hopefully you can see that. Just like that, we're just going to sit it down in there. There you go. So as those things start, that butter starting to melt, get me a spoon here to start working it. Just start working it up, stirring it on up so it won't burn. Okay. So, because it's melting fast. Once it starts melting, and I don't know if you can see, it's melting really fast there. But once you start seeing it melt like that, you could turn that stove down to medium high. And just let it, you know, melt on down. Okay? You know, so once that start melting, what we're going to do is you can use fresh garlic. I don't like to really use fresh garlic because I don't like to do all the chopping. And I haven't taught my little helper to do it yet. And I know she's able to do it even without me teaching her. But I like to buy this. Go ahead and have it. Let me see if you can there you go. I'll go ahead and buy this right here and have it done and out the way. It tastes just like if it was a fresh piece of garlic to me. So once that butter starts melting down and it's all the way melted, I add some of this good old garlic, minted garlic. And it makes a nice amount. It makes a nice amount of garlic butter. Okay, so while we're waiting on that, let me put my spoon there. While we're waiting on that butter to melt down, let me go ahead and open up my garlic butter crab and shrimp boil. I like to use this one. I've tried different ones, but I like this one a lot. It has a good flavor, and you don't have to just use it in the boil. I like to use this also inside of my mixture that I'm going to show you after I finish this garlic butter. I'm going to show you the next one, and you'll see what I'm going to do with this. But, for that mixture, but let's see. I also add this inside this pot with the crabs, with the eggs and all of that, so it can have that flavor on the potatoes and sausage. Real good. So let's do that. So all I do is just cut the little edge off of there and just sprinkle a little bit on there. You don't have to go too crazy, because once I sprinkle this on there and I get my crabs down in that pot, I put a little bit more on there just for the shell to have that flavor. So take the lid off. Oh, that sausage feels so good. And you just sprinkle a little bit of that on there. Now, let me bring y'all over here to this pot. So this is what is going on, if you can see that. So you can see that the sauce is on you can see that the sauce is on the sausage and the eggs and all of that. Once those eggs and stuff start boiling a little bit more, then I'll start mixing it and add a little bit more in there. So we're gonna go ahead. I'm gonna sit y'all back over here so we can get this garlic butter going. A lot of people use the garlic butter on their crabs, like they put it on there before. A lot of people put it on there before they even take the crabs out the pot, or some people do it while in the pot. Some people do it while it's in the oven. It's up to you. This is my way. If you want to do it my way, that's fine. If you don't want to do it my way, that's also fine. Find your way so that you'll be able to enjoy these crab boils. We love doing it as a family because you could just eat as much as you want to and just have a good time around the table. And that's one of the things that we just like most about doing the crab boils, because it's good and then it brings everybody to the table. Ain't that a good thing? So anyways, let's keep moving. So my butter is almost there. It's almost there. Just little thin pieces. So just stir it up so it won't stick and burn. Okay. Now, I don't do too much measuring. I just like to taste and go. So I try to measure, but I'm gonna get better at it so I can have at least an amount that I can put down in the description box of what I'm doing. But tonight I'm just sprinkling as I go, and that's it. And normally I just really just sprinkle as I go and just add it in there, and that's it, to be honest, guys. So like I said, I get me a small spoon and I just take it, and I take a couple of nice size spoons like that, you know, and I add it right on in there. You want to get as much you can use a little bit of garlic, you can use a lot of garlic. It just depends on how you want it. There is no specific way with the crab boil. So many people do it differently. So I got that in there. I got the garlic in there. I used 3 of those small spoons. Maybe it's a half a tablespoon or a half a teaspoon. Maybe, I don't know. Okay. So, and now, this is what I add also in there, so it have that seafood flavor, the Old Bay seasoning. And so we're going to add just some sprinkles of this in there, and just for it to have that flavor and got, you know, that flavor going on. So, let me get my spoon, get my garlic down in there. I'm going to turn it up a little bit. I think I went a little past medium heat, high, but we got this. We got this. Okay? So, sprinkle some of this Old Bay in there. Mix it. It's basic, it's simple, and it's good. And that's what we're looking for. Basic, simple, and good. Nothing too major. Alright, so while that is, I'm going to bring it to a little simmer. I'm going to bring it to a little simmer, mix it a little bit more, and then it's done. We got our garlic butter sauce. And then the next one we're going to do is a garlic butter Cajun sauce. If you want it a little bit more spicy, you can add your Cajun and stuff like that. One thing I forgot to take down was my my Cajun seasoning, which is that slap your mama. So I like to use this Cajun seasoning. You can use any one you want, but I like to use this, sprinkle this. So I'll show you what I'll do with it as we go. But you know what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just sprinkle it in there. That's it. All right, so it's simmering. The garlic butter is simmering. It has a simmer. You don't want it to get a bit or come to a boil. You don't want that. You just want it to simmer so all the flavors can get in there, the Old Bay, the garlic, and then we'll be done with this. And then I'm going to transfer this into a bowl so when the family eat later, we can all just get some little bowls and take it a personal little bowl. So, I'm done with that. So I'm going to sit that back here, let that kind of calm down a little bit. I have little bowls ready. So I have the ones with the little lid on there because, you know, we're still sitting around and we're waiting a little bit. So you just pour it in there and just wait, you know. And then I have another one that I'll do the other sauce in. So we'll have variety. Who don't like variety? Anyway, so let's get over here to this big pot. Got my big boy spoon. We're gonna start moving this potatoes and stuff around and the eggs so we can get that mixture. Alright, so since I got that all mixed up, and ready to go, I'm going to add a little bit more of the crab boil on here. Okay, so let's get on this second sauce. While that's cooking, we can just get on that second sauce and go ahead and get that one knocked out the way. So I'm going to go ahead and transfer that the first one, the garlic butter one, into this little bowl so we can have that out the way and done. Make sure it ain't too watery on it, you know, too much water in this bowl. Okay, so let me get this. And see, this is our mixture. It's just like a regular garlic butter. Hopefully you can see that. You can see it. It smells so good. So we're going to add this into our bowl. Make sure you get all your garlic all in there. Okay. Now, I'm going to wash this out real quick. So we can start the other one. And it's easy, like if it start hardening up and it doesn't have that liquid texture anymore, all you have to do is just warm it up for a couple of seconds. Warm it up in the microwave for a couple of seconds and then you'll be okay. Alright, so now we're back at it. We're turning that back on high. Okay? We're putting our lid on top of our first sauce. It's ready to go. See, the garlic went down there. You just stir that thing up when it's time to eat, and you're good. Okay, so from there, what we do for our next sauce is we add onions. This one I like a lot because I love onion, and it you saute the onions at the bottom of the pan. So we're gonna do that. When we let me clean this. I still got some suds on there. But we're going to do it just like how we did it the first time. We're going to have, but this time, well, I'm not going to say we're going to do it just like. What we're going to do is we're going to add our butter and our onions at the same time. With our garlic. I'm sorry, with our garlic. So it's going to be our butter, garlic, and onions. We're using 2 sticks. I'll just put 1 stick on one side of the pan and 1 stick on the other side, and put my onion and garlic down the middle, and then I'll start working it. So we'll pour all these onions. This is 1 whole yellow onion. 1 whole yellow onion I put in there. Looking for my spoon. So got this little baby teaspoon. Just gonna put our garlic butter in there. I mean our garlic. This time I use 2 spoons. 2 baby spoons or teaspoons of garlic, because my onions are in there, and that's going to be good all by itself. But we're going to let this go ahead and start simmering down. Where's my spoon? So, what we're going to do from here, we're just going to start mixing that thing on up. Mixing it on up. Mixing it on up. Yes. I wish you could smell this right now. Ooh, it smells so good. So good with them onions. Y'all see that steam? It is almost time for the grand finale. It's almost time. So here what you want to do is you just want that butter to melt with that garlic and those onions, and then just let it go ahead and cook and saute itself up. You want those onions to, I mean, if you like the onions to still kind of be hard or whatever, that's up to you. Like I said, with a crab boil, you can do what you want to do. But for me, I like for it to be sauteed really soft. So then while I'm dipping, I can go ahead and get me a little onion on there. And that's it. And I'm gonna show you. Don't forget, guys. I said that I was gonna add those shrimp in there. We ain't even touched the shrimp yet. Now, what I did do is I seasoned my shrimp overnight. So I seasoned, put whatever season I want on there, which was some Cajun seasoning, a little onion powder, and a little garlic powder, and that was it. I put that on there because I know I'm gonna add some more seasonings to it, just to have for it to have some flavor, and it soaks up some flavor. So that's what I did, and I added them. I put them in a Ziploc bag overnight. If you can see, they're large shrimp. Well, no, these are supposed to be the extra large shrimp. I don't know if you can see that, but anyways, they end up looking like large shrimp. But they probably be about, I don't know about that big. Anyways, so I just did that. But these shrimp, I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do with them. I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do with them. So we got all this going at the same time. And it is smelling good. So for this part right here, it's going to take a while for those onions to kind of saute down. So let's go ahead and move over to our crabs. So be careful with that steam because it will mess you up. So do not play around with that steam. Okay? So I got that going. Ooh, yes. So I'm going to start adding my snow crabs into the pot. Can you guys see me? I want y'all to see how these crabs go in this pot. So there we go. We're going to add them. Go ahead and add them on in there. And you can lay them down. You can stand them up however you want. Keep your eye on your butter sauce. Look, keep one eye on that sauce so it won't burn. Us as women, boy, we know how to multitask now. We don't even play with that. So, all my little extra little legs that was broke off or they fell off while I was cleaning, we're going to add those too. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Okay, so let me bring y'all over and look at the pot. So, hopefully y'all can see. Didn't want to get all the steam on there. Y'all can see them big boy crabs down in there. And then here go our onions and butter and garlic sauteing. And we're going to work this thing. Watch what I tell you. Watch what I tell you. So, we're going to go ahead and add some of this on to our snow crabs. Okay? We already got that going, so we good. We're going to put the lid on there and let them go ahead and steam and be done and out the way. So let me wash this pan up real quick because this pan I want to put my snow crabs in when they're done. Alright, so So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and finish this last sauce, get our shrimp done, and then I will show y'all the end result. So let's go. Let's finish this. Them onions already done got down to the softness that I like it. Ooh, yes. All right. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and we're going to add our crab boil mixture. We're going to add that. Right? Just sprinkle a little bit on there. It's nothing too major. With our shrimp, we're going to take our shrimp and we're going to add our shrimp into this. Get them shrimp all in there and let them cook. We're gonna turn this thing back up to like a medium high. Can y'all see me? I'm here. I'm putting them shrimp in there. I have used put my shrimp in there, and we're gonna let that cook. Let me see if I can get y'all to turn this way with me. So we're gonna let that cook and get that all simmer, going all good. And I brought it back up to a medium high. So we're going to add our Slap Your Mama on there. That Cajun seasoning, we're going to add it on top of our shrimp that's inside our garlic, Cajun garlic. This is what's going to make it the Cajun garlic butter. You want to put a nice amount so you can get that So you're going to do a couple of shakes. Alright, so we're just going to let that simmer a little bit, then we'll start flipping and turning, I turned the snow crabs down because it is steaming. I went to like a medium high. Ooh, yes, we almost done, y'all. We almost got this crab boil going in this big pan for the family to eat and enjoy. You know, you can have your nice cup of wine with this. You can have your nice beer with this. You can even just have your nice cup of soda or water. Nothing major. I already got myself ready to go. I've been eating this water, trying to clear my skin up a little bit. I got oily skin, but anyways, we ain't here for that. So just whatever you would like to drink with your crab boil, that's fine. The kids like to have their lemonade or their tea, so whatever floats your boat. So From there, we're just going to just check on this, these shrimp, and I'll be back with you. Which I'm gonna use my big boy spoon because it helps me keep my shrimp in the pot. So once you start seeing that pinkish tint on those shrimp, just start stirring them on up, stirring them on up. I don't like to put my shrimp at the bottom of the pot or just throw them in there because sometimes they get like that rubbery texture to them. And so I just started doing it this way, adding it in one of my butters, and then you'll see I can separate my butter and still have shrimp that's not so rubbery or tough. So that's why I choose to do it this way. But you can do it any way you like. This is just a way that I do it. I have done it the other way with adding it in the pot with everything else, you know, and I've learned that I get more out of the taste and the texture doing it this way. So I'm going to turn that up a little bit more so I can get it going. And once you flip your shrimp, you know, get them, you know, try to get them all flipped over so they can cook evenly. You can just let them keep sitting for a while until you see that dark pinkish tint on them. So I really want to show y'all the end results of how everything come out with the crab boil. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go ahead, let this go ahead and finish cooking. Let this finish steaming, and I'll get right back to you with the rest of this crab boil. Now, everything is done, ready to go. Remember, I told you there's some things that I was going to do with them shrimp. I didn't like to add them to my pot. So, I've already took my crabs out. Kristen, you can come over here. I already took my crabs out. I already got my sausage and everything ready to go. So, if you look here, I've already kind of put some eggs and some sausage and some corn down at the bottom. And I like to kind of layer my layer it so the kids and the hubby can kind of dig through it and they don't have to go all the way to the bottom because some is in between and all that. So I'm gonna finish showing you this part. So I already put some eggs and sausage and all that at the bottom. So I started with some snow crabs. Now I'm gonna just go ahead and get some, turn those shrimp off. Get some potatoes and kind of put around in there. You know, this is what I like to do, kind of layer it up so the kids won't have to dig all through it. Got the little red potatoes, got the white potatoes, sausage. Eggs. Sausage, like for it to be at every end so everybody will be able to dig around this thing. Okay, that's a potato, not a sausage, and that's a sausage. They look in the same color, but Remember we had the red potatoes. Okay, so now since we got that going, we're going to leave that. And then we're going to take our mixture, which was our second sauce, right? We're going to take that. We're going to take those shrimp. We're going to add those shrimp in there. Pause it. So I'm adding these shrimp. And then as you see, some of that butter sauce is getting on to that to those crabs. So I'm gonna put that back down, and then I'm gonna add the rest of my snow crabs. So I'm gonna just layer my snow crabs there. There go a sausage, put that on there. You just want to make it look pretty and nice and cute. And I like to buy these big pans because the pans that I have at home, that I cook with on a daily basis, they don't really work for this kind of stuff. So back to putting our potatoes, sausage, and corn. So now you're going to find little areas, little cracks to add it in. You might have to lift up a crab leg or so just to get it in there. Got your corn right there. Now I'm kind of using my hand trying to get them in there somewhere. You want it to be overloaded with all of these good things that the kids can grab on to. So this is almost my finished work. Okay, and this pan is what we'll use to put our leftovers in. So let's put that down. And then we're going to take the rest of our shrimp. We're just going to throw it in there. Uh-oh, we don't want to lose nothing now. It's the baby boy favorite part, the shrimp. So, got our shrimp in there. They all through the crab boil. And guess what we do now with our sauce? Remember I told you, it was a two-way thing with that sauce. Look, pour it in there. Pour it in there. See that? So flavorful. So now we got our garlic butter sauce, and we got our Cajun garlic butter sauce. Put our lid on there. Have it ready. Move this out the way because I'm going to have to wash that. But here is the finished works. Got our finished crab boil. So we got our two different sauces. We got our Cajun again, Cajun garlic butter. At the bottom we got our regular garlic butter, and then we got our crab boil. So that is it. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that you will make a crab boil for you and your family. It's nice to do. Have a big pan of food, sit at the table, enjoy, talk, laugh, and have fun. If you like this video, like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you thought. Tell me how you do yours. Just communicate with me. Thank you for watching. I'm out. Bye.